What's up, YouTube? Night Edge here again. Got a fun little video for you today, a little different than normal. This is a Civivi Cubit. Just put this up here just to kind of throw some people off. This is not one of the knives that are going to be on the list today. But today we're doing my top 5 favorite USA made folding knives in my collection. So top 5 USA made, and one little rule that I made for myself, kind of in the video, I can't do more than one knife company, and yeah, so I can't have all Spydercos in here, but that would be kind of a boring video for people, and it might still be boring, I don't know. But anyway, just gonna show you my top 5 and kind of do like a little overview of each one of them as I go along. Number 5, Zero Tolerance 0562 Ti titanium. Zero Tolerance Knives, great little knife company, or I'd say little, great humongous knife company, part of Kai USA. They're out of Oregon, and all their knives are manufactured in Oregon. They do great work, great fit and finish. They kind of fell off a lot over the last few years. Haven't really had anything too much original, like especially, well, they've had a couple of original things, but they haven't had really as much as what they used to have in the early part of the 2010s, I guess, 2010-ish, around then, through 2018, 2020, that was kind of like their golden era so far, but that doesn't mean they can't reignite it, but this one handles awesome. It's a Hendra design based on the Hendra XM18. Really great knife. I actually don't think I've done a review on this one yet, which is kind of surprising to me. But yeah, this is an excellent knife, as it says right there, Hendra design, based off the XM18 that Rick Hendra has. Really super nice knife. Great. You can't, these are not thumb studs. That's over travel stops, right? So you can't deploy it like that. Flipper tab only deployment, but it is super smooth on that flipper tab. Really buttery smooth, I would say. Like I told Roll Shambo when I was talking to him about it, he kind of borrowed this one for a little bit. The action on it's like kind of throwing, like a cantaloupe into a field of butter. I mean, it is super duper smooth on that. So really, really good little knife there. I'll put that to the side right now. All right, next one is Microtech Stitch. Great knife. This came out, I don't know, I think last year was whenever the Stitch came out, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, last year. Anyway, they came out with the Ram-Lok, and they came out with 3 folding knives: the Amphibian, the MSI, and the Stitch in the Ram-Lok. Now, the Stitch and the Amphibian have been around before. I don't think the MSI was. But it's kind of like a crossbar style lock, but a little bit different than a crossbar style lock once you get into it. But this thing, the Stitch, is, man, this thing's just, to me, it's like an ergonomic, masterpiece. I mean, it's really grippy, huge knife. I mean, look at all that extra handle, as far as length goes. Look, there's a lot of wasted space. So if you don't like that, then, maybe it's not for you. But even choke back, it's still got, a ton of room on this thing, but choked up on this one's where it's at. That's what makes the knife. It's super smooth, jumping on top. Really neat knife, and it looks wickedly cool too. In my opinion, some people might think it's stupid looking, but I think that this particular blade shape and this particular knife is awesome. Ergonomically, if I can say the word the right way, great. And really great knife in general. Microtech moved from Florida in 1993, I think. If I remember that right, I was reading their history earlier, and moved to Bradford, Pennsylvania. After Hurricane Katrina, they moved to Bradford, Pennsylvania, and then eventually settled in on North Carolina. So all their stuff, all their American-made stuff, which the majority of their stuff is American-made, like that, is made out of Asheville, North Carolina, I believe. So Stitch, wonderful knife, great knife. Can't say, enough good things about it. So number 3 would be the TRM 3 Rivers Manufacturing Neutron 2. This is a awesome little knife. I like this one a lot. It was my first free knife that I've ever gotten from a company. Like, they sent, I wrote them, you know, told them, look, I'm a smaller YouTube channel. Maybe you guys could, is there any way you could send like a review sample? You know, I'll send it back to you, you know, or, you know, send me some stuff for, you know, whatever. And they actually made a package with all kinds of other stuff, stickers, notebook, all that to give away, and then included the knife in it, which was pretty cool. You know, and to me, that's awesome. You know, I was just blown away by that. Great little knife, magna cut on the blade on this one, but I believe before the Neutron 2 was 20 CV, I think. Yeah, I think it was 20 CV on the ones before. But yeah, 3 Rivers Manufacturing, they're out of Massachusetts, and they are a great knife company. Super duper slicey, this one. This is probably one of the most slicey knives that I own. It's not as big as the rest of the knives on this list, but it will definitely get the job done. It is super slicey, good little liner lock. Added a little O-rings on there for comfort. They kind of sell that on their website. It's kind of like a little extra you can get. I think they're only like maybe $7 or $8, but kind of, you know, makes the flipping action a little more comfortable, especially if you like to sit there and flip your knife all day long. But yeah, TRM 3 Rivers Manufacturing Neutron 2, great little knife for sure. Next up, number 2 on the list, and this might surprise some people, but number 2, Benchmade Griptilian, sheep's foot. This is the one with the Spidey hole, obviously, the 10mm hole that I think it's 10mm, the hole that they had to negotiate with Spyderco over to be able to use. This is an awesome knife to me. A lot of people put down Benchmade because of the prices, and I definitely agree with that. You know, their prices are outrageous right now, higher than they've ever been, just like a lot of other things, but Benchmade especially, the pricing is, you know, uniquely higher than a lot of other companies. So this one is actually the kind of diamond in the rough as far as pricing goes with Benchmade. This thing, for I think $135 right now. I think they're around $135. You can get this one. Now they don't make this exact one anymore. This is the 154 CM one, kind of an older one. But if you go on Blade HQ, DLT, a lot of other places have them. This is actually a 550 HG. But 550 Benchmade Griptilian, great knife, and it kind of has a neat little axis lock on it too, by the way. It has a neat little sound, you know, like a thwack, like a hard thwack when you open this thing. No mistaking when somebody cracks that one open, you know. So pretty good little knife, ergonomic masterpiece. You know, it's called the Griptilian for a reason, because this thing is super comfortable. So definitely a great knife, and one of my ones that get used, my USA knives anyway, that get used a lot. Number 1 USA made knife in my collection as of right now anyway. This one, probably no surprise to people, Spyderco Shaman, however you want to say it. Made from Spyderco, Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth, right? They put the Earth on there. As to me, when they put the Earth on there, it's kind of like an exclamation point, you know? Like, yeah, this is made in the USA on planet Earth. What now? You know, they're not afraid to tell you where this one's made at, for sure. I've been to Spyderco and Golden. This is the only knife plant I've ever been to. The only knife company, you know, store or facility I've ever been to. So that was pretty cool. Really nice people over there, but their knives, even without knowing the people or having met some of the people and going to the place, their knives are outstanding. I've always been in love with Spyderco since I started, you know, into liking getting into pocket knives more. But I've got 20 of them. There's more Spydercos in my collection than anything else. This one though, the Shaman, you know, this thing stands out to me ergonomically for one. I mean, even with the knives that I had on here lower down on the list, like the Stitch, you know, being so ergonomically awesome, and the Griptilian, to me, personally, the Shaman is #1 as far as comfort goes. I absolutely love the compression lock. Some people hate it, some people love it. You know, everybody's got different tastes, of course, but compression lock has never failed me, and it is a super reliable and super handy lock. You know, I mean, you can reverse flick this thing, sit there and fidget with it, you know, not ever cut a thing with it, or it's got thick blade stock and it is a full-size robust knife with a good grip. You can tear some stuff apart with this thing. And especially, I have a S30V Shaman also, but especially this 15V. This 15V is outstanding as far as edge retention. Corrosive resistance, not so much. That's one of the reasons I don't carry it more than I do. If I could get this corrosive resistant, I would carry it probably almost every day. You know, it will tear through some stuff and not even look back. You know, it has got a sticky, sharp edge, and it will keep that edge through rope, through rubber, through all kinds of stuff. So, super great knife, super great steel, Spyderco Shaman. This one specifically in the 15V. So that's my list. That's the top USA made folding knives in my collection, my favorite ones anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think, what your favorite USA made folding knives are. You know, what you disagree with on, you know, with me on, what you agree with me on, whatever. Always appreciate the feedback. Appreciate everybody watching. Let's see if I can get that stitch out there. Yep. So appreciate everybody watching the video. Bunch of great knives here. I'll have them all linked down below too, by the way. Just in case anybody's wondering, if you look down at the description, whenever I publish this, I will link all these knives down below. Let me see if I can fit the... Yeah, barely. There we go. Get the 0562 up in there. So that's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel already. If you're not, hit the subscribe button. Really helps me out a lot. Like the video, and stick around for more content. So see you on the next one.